Okay, we are live. Yay! So, hello, Desiree. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited that you are coming to this to La Casa Caruna to talk about magic. I'm so excited. And let me introduce Desiree. Desiree is a facilitator of Access Consciousness, and I have taken many classes with her. I have such an admiration for you. And I'm so honored that you accept this invitation to talk about magic in this setting and all the media that we are, Esther and me, we are creating. And thank you for coming, Desiree. We want we want uh, to know more about access consciousness and magic. How can you tell us about that?
Thank you so much for having me. And how does it get better than this conversation and with you and this beautiful creation you have? Um, thank you. So where do we begin with magic? Uh, access consciousness is really about. I mean, access consciousness has this plethora of tools, as some of you may know, some may not. Classes and tools, tons of books and online courses and endless information to give you these pragmatic tools that you can activate into your life to then create your life as living magic, because the way that it works out with consciousness is you are the magic. It's not outside of you. It's not something that is blessed upon you. It's something you choose, you engage, and you activate, and you get to be so lucky to enjoy.
Of course. Of course, and also, with everything that is happening now with the coronavirus and all the pandemic and the whole world that has stopped, this is a total new universe. So magic is happening in nature. I have seen so many pictures and videos about nature growing and expanding, and in the meantime, we are in our houses creating another type of magic, right?
Yes. You know, yes, if magic were truly up to us, how much you're willing to receive it. So that's the thing that we talk about so much. It's so amazing because right the moment we started going live, this massive wind started kicking up, and I'm just looking out the window like, wow. So you're speaking of the earth and the magic. When we have the joy and the willingness to receive more, then you become attuned to the magic that is right before you in any given moment, whether it's with the earth, the person you're engaging with, the book that you're reading, the dish that you're washing in the sink. Every molecule has consciousness, and everything has a possibility of creating magic with you, which is dependent on your allowance and your choice and your desire to receive.
Of course, and also the other day I was talking with Esther. That, by the way, she usually is in the background of this technology, and also Marifer. So thank you for them because without them we cannot do this. So the other day I was talking that many people that has been very upset with this new situation, and many of others has a lot of joy and doing the things without rushing, doing the things without having to do. It's like a total different world. I mean, who believe that this can happen? It's amazing. So if I thought that this was an impossible thing to do, so what else is possible here?
Yeah. So I mean, there's so many different places we could go with that, but one of the things about the shift of the rhythm of things, so to say, there's been a demand that it feels like everything is slowing down, and yet in other ways, like when you were referring to the earth, magic is speeding up. So the things that we do in Access is asking questions, and questions is always your magic wand. If you are in any kind of funk, if you're a lady who is a wand, has a wand, laughs like a wand, smiles like a wand, this is like anything that's going on for you. Now, change is something that we often find uncomfortable and not so much fun, but really, again, right in the face of change, whatever's going on, shifting into a different rhythm in your life, having family members at home more often, maybe less travel, what seemingly slower hours. Some people like that, some people don't. But the interesting thing is anything that's got you feeling less than the ease, joy, and glory, which is your true state of living magic, anything less than that is where you have a possibility of activating magic by asking a question. And one of the great questions is how much more ease could I have with all the change? And just by asking for ease, you're engaging the miraculous if you're willing to receive the awarenesses that will show up, where you suddenly have the time within the day to create something you haven't created in a long time, add something tremendous to your life. For me, I've always loved horses, but it's been a life of a lot of travel and in and out of town. If I was lucky to get to ride someone else's horse once in a while, I considered that great. But with this slowing down, there's a completely different invitation and a possibility of having a horse in my life and spending hours consuming my precious living, breathing hours doing something that I would have never chosen in the previous cadence and rhythm of life. So what mysterious, magical possibilities are presenting themselves in the face of change?
That's true. And also I'm amazing. That's why I invite you, because the other day one of my cousins, she called me and she was involved in the drama and trauma of this reality. Like she has a lot of things going on in her life, and then she was crying and she asked me, can you give me a question? And it was very weird because I haven't talked to her in a very long time, and she follows me in my media. And the question that I gave her is like, what else is possible here that I haven't considered before? And then when she said it, it was like magic. It was like a magic one. Like she was like, what? Like the every all the energy is sweet. All the energy is like she was not in the drama and trauma anymore. She was asking questions, and then she was opening the doors of many possibilities, and that's what the magic is, where the magic is, the opening of the possibilities of everything, right?
Bingo, 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 bingo. Because when the trauma and drama and the conclusions that we ruminate, we toil, we worry, we just burn the clock because that's what everybody's been doing, and we're just all mimicking each other. And
Right.
when someone asks you a question like that, and boom, the problem, it's like wiping the crumbs off the counter. It's like that's no longer an issue. Now what? And we just have to cultivate a way of having ongoing questions continually, is keeping the space open to more and more possibilities. And it's like we have these ways that we've decided are solid and real about ourselves. Like you might think you're shy, or you might think you're introverted, or we have these weird conclusions about who and what we think we are. And even with that, like, what else is possible with me and who I think I am that I've never considered? And you might find that your body and life has been inviting you to something miraculous, and you couldn't hear it behind that conclusion.
Yeah. So the thing is that when I ask her that question, she immediately like stopped crying. She stopped crying. Let me turn down my phone number because it's vibrating.
It sounded like magic was
It
happening.
sounds like magic, right? So yeah, the thing is that, and then after that question, then I ask another, so how can this get better?
Yeah.
Or what is the gift here that I haven't seen before? And then she was like, she stopped totally crying. She was like, huh, interesting. I mean, where is all the drama and trauma that I was before? Now I'm opening the possibilities. And I was like, that's the magic. You are magical. So you can, with the questions, you can open another set of possibilities, and not only concluding that this is the only way that you can function in this reality, like only the drama and trauma. There is many others ways to open, your world.
So there are so many ways. I can just get just my whole body lights up when I hear that someone else perceived the possibilities there, because what occurs when a question is when just wanting to say what a gift it is that you presented someone you care about with a question rather than a conclusion. It's another way that we become living magic, by being magic for one another, opening doors for another person. Presenting a question for another person is one of the greatest gifts you can possibly be. So when we present questions, when we ask questions, you begin, like, the moment you have that bubble and that joy when you hear a question and it's erased some of your drama, the fastest way I can describe it is you also then relinquish where you think you have to control it and figure it out. And in so relinquishing control, boom, you've just signed yourself up to receive from somewhere, something, someone, because no longer do you have to try to figure this out all by your lonesome.
Yeah. And also, when I begin, I mean, my practice has been meditation for a very long time, and then when I find access, my practice was like boosted. Like I went like in other state of mind, and another way of perceiving and receiving, and I realized that in my way of perceiving, I perceive life with emotions and with thoughts, and I was hooked, totally hooked. And I was like tick 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 tick. I couldn't get out of there.
Yeah.
And now that I can ask questions, and not believe any thought that I have or any emotion that I have, that's the magic. Because I'm not hooked anymore. Of course, I am hooked sometimes still. I'm working on that,
Yeah,
but less
but
living in the
less.
drama and trauma. I
Yeah.
I begin to be more pragmatic with this magic. That's why I buy my magic wand. Because when I ask a question, it's like zzz, it's like abracadabra. It's like the
Yeah.
thing, the energy is opening so wide in so many possibilities that I can choose, instead of being in the same place, in the same box, and not in conclusion and solidification of everything. Even my body, I'm working in my body right now, because there are some intensities, because I'm perceiving my body is so great at perceiving, but
Yep.
it has like she's my body is screaming to me, like when she feels something, it's like, hey, and then the intensity is very very intense. And now I'm asking for my body to be more kind in
Yeah. Well,
giving me the
and
information.
we also when we have questions, rather than locking the intensities in as locking them in as solid in our body, where then they become ongoing pain, or they could become solidity in and of itself. You have an intensity, and what gratitude can you be for it, and what question can you be, because you are far more magic than you've ever acknowledged, and your body is with you as magic. And so if everything were up for question, even intensity, even pain, everything that we've labeled as sad, or we have all these labels, but when you look under the label and you ask, what magic is this, what beauty is this, and knowing that it isn't permanent, You have questions, it's going to keep moving the molecules. So when I have a physical intensity, you know, it's like, what beauty is underneath this intensity? What question can I ask? What question can I be? And what magic is my body being with me? And what magic can I be with my body to change this? And then you may become aware of something you never thought you would be aware of. For instance, I've had physical sensations that before I had question, they would be like clockwork with the individuals that I was working with. And I would have neck pain, and then I would have a migraine, and then I would have like swollen ankles, and I'd be like, what is going on? And my body was just aware of each person, and my body's like, hey, showing you what's going on with her. Maybe you could be magic with her. And all this time I thought it was mine. I thought I had swollen ankles at this particular, for this reason, trying to take the right supplement, do the right thing. When the whole time it's my body, like, we could contribute to her. This is what I'm trying to show you. That's magic. Because one of the most beautiful things about being magic and asking for more magic to activate and to have the courage to come out of your story and into the world of magic is again, it's about receiving, because we're designed to contribute to one another. And when we're not willing to receive magic or be magic, contribution between individuals can be very challenging. You have to try to give something and get something, and it's so clunky. But when you're being magic with other people who are willing to be magic and ask questions, you and not always, you can be the invitation for people who don't know about this, but you begin to recognize what receiving contributes to your body, and it opens you up to what the real magic on this planet, which is oneness, and the oneness that we are designed to become as people, to have fun with this planet, to have fun with molecules, because magic is also you having fun and enjoying you and enjoying others. And it's not like anything that we've seen in movies. It's not like this cheesy, corny stuff that we all kind of resisted. It's magic, it's contribution, it's healing, it's miraculous creation, it's out creating every point of view we've put on our bodies about what we're capable of and what we aren't capable of. And then we can bring new life and new breath to the planet, which is what we're seeing here. As the virus has slowed everyone down, the earth gets to take a big breath. We're all learning a new way of, wow, maybe there's something else required, that we all could take a new breath and have something new, some new life that's never been here before, burst forward as we be this.
Yeah, such a beautiful thought and such a beautiful way of saying that, because I mean, this is a great opportunity to be the magic, to be the energy, to be the choice for having another type of reality. I mean, this is a great opportunity for many of us that we will take the chance, to be magic and work with energy, because everything is energy. So magic is only a way to move the energy all around us and beyond that. So
Yes.
I
And
love
sorry,
that.
just looking at you with your beautiful jewels hanging on your head, and I try to say as often as I can, and there she is with this magic smile, with magic joy. But I try to remind people the crown of magic is choice.
The
If
crown.
you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you can't get out of whatever your situation is, trust me, we've all been there. And I wouldn't be talking about this if these tools hadn't worked for me, if they hadn't taken me out of all of the places I thought I was stuck. And these tools get you to cultivate choice. You get to choose, and every choice you make is this bundle of questions. So when you're in question and you're activating magic, and then you choose, that is your crown of a new life, of a new you. So I just love that you're actually wearing one. I think you should call
I'm
it your.
working on the one. So thank you, Desiree. You are so magical, and I always have admired your magic because I have taken many of your classes and many of your sessions, and when I am with you, I believe that you are the magical being that I've been looking for forever. So thank you for your contribution, and thank you for being here in La Casa Caruna, and I hope you accept another invitation for
I
very
would
soon.
love to. Thank you so much for
Thank
you
you.
being you.
Gracias. Thank you for everyone that is was with us and the people that will see this video afterwards, and we see you next week. Thank
Yes.
you. Bye.